Hey there, this is Buzz, and welcome back to my Supreme OneChunk Ironman series, episode number 8. We've been locked away in West Faldor with just these tiles to work with for over 2 years. We're still stuck here until we can cross the last item off of our list. Last time, we banked 75% of the farming experience we need, got air and water staves from beginners, a dragon medium helm from a mystery box, and wrapped up our crafting. We still have 6 farming levels and a bunch of magic levels to go. As was mentioned in an earlier episode, Tangleroot is backlogged because of the time-gated nature of farming and my poor training methods until I can get another patch, if I don't get it by my farming level goal of 88. It's been a hot minute since episode 7, so you can expect quite a bit of progress in this one. Sit back and enjoy. Or don't. I'm not your dad. As everyone was expecting, the episode starts with 43 fishing. Thanks, Bob. With this week's update, they made it so that some random events now give experience lamps, which is interesting for these kinds of accounts because we can lamp things we can't train a lot faster. Or, if we have a horrible way of training something, we can kind of just get around it with all these lamps. So, here is one from a mime. And I'll take that, so thank you very much. It would probably pass, but I would say this probably should have been pulled. Just saying. Thanks for the bond, Florida69. And there we just got 90 million woodcutting experience. That is quite a bit. I think we'll get to, well, like 110 million for like with secateurs and 120 million without secateurs. But I think last video doing 5 million breakpoints was a little bit cumbersome because I have nothing to say other than we have more experience. That's a good point of reference, but I'll do 10 million this time. I don't think it hurts anything. Anyway, there is 90 million. Wow. These new XP lamps are putting in work. Here is 83 farming thanks to the lamp. We can now plant spirit trees, and we're only 5 away from our goal of 88. Oof. We are getting there. Congrats on 99 attack, guy. There is 90 fletching. Wow. Dragon arrows, amethyst darts. Amethyst darts are close. Dragon arrows, I suppose, or dragon darts. No, arrows. You can get arrowheads from up there. But that is our 5th level 90 skill, at least level 90, to add to the collection. So that's pretty nifty. I think before we leave, we might get to level 91. We'll just kind of have to see. But yeah, a rare sight, a fletching level. Speaking of fletching, I'm not sure exactly when this happened, but we have over 10 million arrow shafts. That is a green stack on a chunk account. That's pretty cool. Not sure what I'm going to do with them, but there they are. Did you know you can curse these pheasants? Now you know. That might be helpful, but unlikely. Hey, congratulations, Jeremy. We never thought we'd see you with 99 rune crafting. Congrats, man. Congrats. I just kinda missed it there, but that is 75 magic sneaking in. Whole host of things, but really it's just a little bit closer. I'm trying to slowly work on my my body rune stack here. It is a pain. It is a pain. Finally a 1-step. No idea what number this is, but we get a collection like frog slippers. That's 45. I was not expecting that. Well. Whoa. Huh. I think I've worn these mole slippers like for how many thousands of hours? Maybe we'll have to give the frogs a try. Anyway, that's kind of cool to see. And here we have a monumentous occasion. Check the health of the willow tree. We get 84 farming, quadruple U-roots finally, and 1,300 total. Wow. We're 4 levels from our farming level requirement. And in terms of gained experience, we're about 2/3 of the way there right now. So that feels pretty good. Getting there slowly but surely. We're running out of the maple trees I have saved up actually, but then we'll switch to use, and plant all of my hard work. I have no idea what's going on right now. What the heck? What is happening? I don't understand. Why are you normal? Is my alt normal? Let's see. Okay, he's normal. What's going on? What in the world? I know it looks like it took 0 time, but here's 85 farming. Thank you, you trees. Those made it only take 2 weeks instead of however long it would take with the willows and stuff. So very cool. Only 3 away from 88, the magical level that we still desire. Oops, got it during my morning tree run, but there's 100 million woodcutting experience. That is halfway to the most you can even get in this game. Alright, so I just thought of something. So we have the Forestry 2 stuff coming out soon, and as part of that they're going to have a pheasant and fox transmog for the beaver, which I don't know if like a good rule set would include those, but since I'm doing all this, I would like to include them, so I'm going to include them. But any woodcutting that I do now for seeds is not working towards getting the transmog, so I'd like it if I could work on both of those things at the same time. So it would probably make the most sense if I started going towards White Knights right now instead, because that's the only other thing I have left to do in this chunk. Get the magic out of the way. So I'll probably be switching over to that pretty shortly here. I'm just gonna keep woodcutting until my alt has 99 woodcutting. He's gone from 84 to 99 with a bronze axe, so quite a bit of woodcutting. But here, this is what the spreadsheet looks like right now, as of today. We're at 76% of the way there in gained experience. And then if a normal amount die, it's 87% banked, and then almost 93 if none die. Sorry, did I say 83? 93. So we're getting there. Getting pretty close. But I suppose just don't be too surprised if I'm killing White Knights here pretty soon. So, anyway, there's my update. Ooh, been a while since one of these. Let's see. Alright, well, at least we're playing the game, you know? There's 8 ranged. Wow. These are all the arrows we have left. I think I might use the mithril and addy ones I've gotten from them too, but I guess we'll just see. Hoping to get to level 90 range. That is the goal here. Back to my roots with this one, but here is 49 crafting, which someday will give us a better use for these molten glass, but for now it is just a total level 1309. Cool. And boom! Forestry Part 2 has dropped today, hot off the press. There's a bunch of new stuff. I'm just gonna check it out for a bit, and we will see what we think about it, and if it changes anything for us. So, anyway, so we're wrapping up the White Knight saga for now, and we are just gonna chop trees like we've been doing. Thanks, Syrians. Thank you for the bond. That's very generous. It'll keep my army going. Oh, Thank you for 2 bots. Jeez. Oh, I stopped my recorder. He has another one. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Syrians. Okay, alright, yeah. Save some for yourself. Oh, yeah, I need to give him a... maybe that's a salute, honestly. Wow, thanks so much, Syrians. So with Forestry Part 2, they added pheasant tail feathers, which you can use a needle and thread on to make into a pheasant outfit. And with it comes our first cape in the chunk on the account. And a collection log slot. So we'll complete the rest of the set, and that'll be a couple extra collection logs. But cool to finally have some warmth on our back. It's been a couple days, and we now have, with these, ta-da, the last of the pheasant outfit. We are a bird. So that brings us to 37 out of many collections logged. And now just to get the other ones. According to a showcase live stream, before Forestry Part 2 was released, some debug info in their chat box said that the rate of the fox whistle was 1 out of 1k per event, and the rate of the egg thing is 1 out of 30k every time you get an egg. So we might be here a hot minute, but well, we've already been here a hot minute, so how bad could it be? So now that I've had a while to let it simmer, let's talk about Forestry Part 2. Forestry in general is not necessarily chunk specific if you don't really have a freaky forester. So in the general case of my rule set, I'd say you're probably not required to do anything with it, especially since it requires alts. However, if it's something I can do in the chunk, I'd really like to do it. It's sort of the whole point of this rule set. So I'll be including forestry for new requirements. In Forestry Part 2, there are 5 new events: the Friendly Ent, the Beehive, Pheasant Control, Poachers, and Enchantment Ritual. The Beehive event will eventually give me some bee-box parts I'll need to get, which aren't released at the time of this recording. The Pheasant Control offers a golden pheasant egg to morph my beaver into a pheasant for some reason. It also gives pheasant feathers, which can be crafted into the pheasant outfit. The Poachers event can give the fox whistle to thoroughly confuse my beaver into becoming a fox. And finally, the Enchantment Ritual can reward me with Petal Garland. The pheasant egg and fox whistle require you to have the corresponding item in your kit to have a chance to get them, so they're off the table for now. The Petal Garland does not, according to the wiki, so that's on the list, and we'll still have to see about the bee-box parts. Also quite notably, they added some token experience to some of the events. The Friendly Ent event gives fletching experience, the Beehive event gives construction experience, Pheasant Control gives thieving, Poachers gives Hunter XP, and the Struggling Sapling now gives Farming XP. The most important ones there for me are the Farming XP and the Construction XP. The Farming XP will significantly decrease the time to get 88 farming, which is great. The Construction experience is interesting, because we have the Construction skill cape currently on our backlog, which we can now semi-actively train. While I know that sounds daunting, I'd like to give it a try. The amount of experience scales with both your construction level and the tier of log you use. I've already gotten 10 levels in just a couple days, and I'm going to be putting my random XP lamps into construction now to get off the ground a bit faster, and I'm sure they'll just add up over time. This chunk may take a good bit longer now, but I'd hate to look back on my adventure in West Falador knowing that I passed up a grind that was within the standards I've already set. So please bear with me as I take on these new challenges in addition to cleaning up the existing ones. Off we go! Yoink! Got it! It's been a while since we've seen some farming, but here is 86 farming. That is 2 levels short of our goal. I can smell it. Thought I'd give these fires a try. There's 76 fire making. Not sure what I'm going to do with that, but the fires work. They burn things. I already know I'm going to miss it, so while I'm thinking about it, we're going to hit 150 million total experience either tomorrow or the next day. So That's a lot of experience. Most of it's woodcutting, but a lot of experience either way. And here is 40 construction. Can build a study someday. So today marks the 2 weeks since Forestry Part 2, and we've gotten from level 16 to level 40 construction, which isn't too bad. Room for complaint, I suppose, down the line, but I've developed a strategy where I have 4 alts, and they're all at different trees across different worlds, and so that's been speeding it up a bit. But we'll just see. I added to the spreadsheet, I added a construction sheet, and it's more for research to find out like what kind of rates I'm going to be getting. But anyway, there's 40. Let's see where we end up. Here is a random level, but here is 61 thieving. I'm not going to show all of those levels, but that token thieving experience is adding up. Here we get an interesting level. Level 65 hunter, which is magpie implings if I had a net. Sorry, buddy. So that means that there's now 10 more levels till we can barehand them. And we're only 3 levels from barehanding nature implings. Which I reckon if we're going all the way to 99 construction, which is currently the goal, we'll probably get there. But at that point, I'm not sure we'll need any farming experience. Anyway, still cool to see it going up. So let's talk construction here. I'm not sure how much convincing I'll need to do here, but hear me out. For my first couple weeks of Forestry Part 2, I get the feel that this 99 construction grind will take about 4 to 5 years through lamps and forestry event token XP. My life circumstance is also somewhat more fluid now, and I can only maintain about 30 to 40% of the daily playtime that went into that original guesstimate, so it would probably end up taking somewhere closer to 10 years if my current situation doesn't change. And I think most people would consider a 10-year grind a meme, so I unfortunately have decided to backlog the 99 construction cape until it is more manageable for me, both in-game and in real life. I really was hoping to go for it, and if my life circumstance didn't change, I would have done the 4 or 5 years, but it is what it is. As a small olive branch, I'll take on the lesser construction tasks, such as relocating my house to Yanil and unlocking fancy stone walls at 50 construction. Which shouldn't take too long, but at least we're not ignoring construction, right? Hey, that's kind of rare. Let's see what we get. Okay. We have reached 110 million experience in woodcutting. That is a lot, and that is pretty close to what we estimated we'd end at, so, are we done? No. I blame Forestry Part 2. It inflates the experience. Brings down the economy, you know? The struggling sapling farming XP has come in huge, and we're using up these yew trees still, so here is 87 farming. We are 1 away from the level we need. Oh, so close. Oh hey, it does exist. Look at that. Petal Garland. That is one of the 3 uniques from Forestry Part 2, and it is the only one that we can get. But we have it, and I am happy. And here we have 50 construction, which is our current goal. It takes a very long time to spawn these events, and it's very slow experience, but we managed to get to 50, which is pretty cool to have. So without further ado, let's go finish our goal. And here we'll talk to him. We'll relocate our house to Yanil. Thanks. And we will redecorate our house to Fancy Stone, which takes 50. So, we've done the 50 requirements. Thank you very kindly. So that level's fairly insignificant. 51 construction, nothing new, but we did get 1350 total, which is just kind of cool to say, so neato. That. And after this event, if we log out, head over to the spreadsheet, update our experience, you'll see that the percent banked with secateurs is 100%. Which doesn't matter because you don't have secateurs, but we're just very close. These numbers are looking pristine. So, we're on track for moving on to the magic soon. 75 prayer. There is 89 range. Nothing new, but getting close to another 90. That'll probably be our next one. I think I have enough arrows to get to 90, but not much farther, so I guess we'll switch over to melee at that time. But getting a little ahead of ourselves, so cool. And I was wrong. It was 90 defense. That was our next 90. Have y'all ever noticed these flags are just going absolutely crazy? I'll have what they're having. There we have 45 fishing, rockfish. I was actually thinking of swordfish, but either way, that's a lot from just that cat thing. So at this point, I guess I'd rather have magic experience because that's what I need. But level's a level, total level over here. All right. The big 90 ranged coming in with no unlocks. Interesting. But we are better at shooting things at other things. I was too distracted by Verv's misery, but here is 93 strength. Strong boy. Eats his greens. Okay, I literally have no idea when I got this level, but I did get 94 hit points. I have that now. Can't prove how I got it, but it's here. So let's just enjoy it. I've been passively getting gems from the gem drop table from White Knights, and here is 50 crafting. That is nothing for us now, but it is better than 49, so someday it'll be helpful, right? Yeesh, I've been bad about these levels, but here is 94 strength. Okay, so there we have it. With that, we should have gotten under, okay, just barely, not under 60k left to go. But that is not why I've called you here. Let's see. If we quickly hop worlds, you will see, if we refresh our experience, we are 100% banked without secateurs. Oh my goodness. So that means that we can, don't need to chop anymore, don't need to do any more forestry events if we don't want to. I probably still will. On the side, don't need a lamp anymore, just planting. My oak trees and my last two magics should get the job done. Oh, wow. Well, we're not quite there yet. Probably about a week away or so. But that says 100%. But I've been working on farming since day one, so we've been going for almost, what is it, 2 years, 4 months? So, this moment has been a long time in the making. I've been thinking about what to say for like months, and I have still no idea what to say, so I'll just leave it at that. I am very happy right now. I know there's no way to really top that, but there has been a rumor that some of these boxes around here hold a prized red topaz. So I don't know if it's a requirement or anything, but I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna cut it. So let's see how long it takes. Quick 5 minutes later, and there it is. And we cut it, and it is done. Can't say I didn't do it. I did it. Now we've been able to put all of our attention onto the magic grind, and here is 95 strength. Very strong. I'm not sure we're gonna get anywhere near 99 from this grind, but not bad. So I got this experience lamp, and I think the plan's gonna be that I'm gonna finish up lamping my agility to 26. That's the requirement for the shortcut to the south, in case I get that. And then I'm going to put the rest into construction, because whatever method I get to train next is not gonna be good. So any little bit will help. Okay, so it is finally here, ladies and gents. We are 12,000 experience away from 88 farming, and magic trees give about 14,000. So we have officially made it to the farming goal. Just a quick reminder what the farming goal was. You can get multiple roots, triple magic roots at 91, and that is an elite Falador task. And we have a garden pie which can give us the extra 3 levels. Thank goodness. This has been a long time in the making. I've been training farming since day 1, August 2nd of 2021. So almost 2 years and 5 months to this point. I've had 40-minute tree timers stuck in my head from night and day for 29 consecutive months. So this will be a huge relief to have this done and kind of have my life back in a way, you know? So without further ado, I introduce to you all 88 farming. And it's nothing, of course, but it is everything. We did it! 88 farming. It's beautiful. With who knows how many hours. I think it was getting close to 8,000 play hours, but we did it all in West Falador. So now we spend the next 3 hours of our lives chopping down this magic tree. Alright, finally. And here is what it's all for. You've completed the elite task in the Falador area. We did it! We got 3 magic roots. Oh, beautiful. Okay, we can chop, not chop that off the list. You can tell what's on my mind. Oh, man. That's just a huge, like, weight lifted off my shoulders. And we just hop right back in the ring the next day. 78 magic. And here's the first fruits of lamping agility. 17 agility. 18 agility. 19 agility. 79 magic coming on in for Entangle. These manual curses are unenjoyable. 20 agility. 21. Here's 80 magic. 7 away from our goal. I've been doing these sessions where I go around alking and cursing at the same time, and then I chop this tree with forestry rations to get my run back. It's a big pain, but we're seeing progress. 22. And there we have 95 hit points. Wow. 81 magic surging on in. 23. Thought I'd test out the XP for making these rations here, and it's a little underwhelming, but 59 cooking coming on in. Not worth the time for the leaves, but there it is. Just been kicking these chickens for, well, chicken while I alk here, because why not? And here is 82 magic. Wow. That used to mean like ice splits back in the day. I guess it still does, but nobody cares anymore. 83 magic. 96 strength. 24. 25. And here's 26 agility. That is the goal we were going for. So if we roll the south chunk, we can just go right through that shortcut. No questions. Now all of our lamps will be going on construction, as I mentioned earlier. Here, have a random crafting level. 97 strength. We might get 99 after all. Special thanks to the Gimp for the bonds. I'll put them to good use. 76 prayer. 98 strength. Coming along very nicely. 96 HP. 117 combat. So today, Jagex made a change to Forestry that inevitably impacts us. They made it so that the event items no longer exist, which means that we can now obtain the fox whistle and the golden pheasant egg. So I'm going to add those to my list of things to do before I leave, because I can. They also made it so you have to be eligible for events by being around them chopping trees when they spawn, which throws everything off with what I was doing across worlds. So thanks for that one. But anyway, we'll be swapping back and forth between chopping and magic now. It's been a while since I've seen one of these puppies. Here's number 48. I actually do need runes right now. Thank you. Who's more of a champion? You tell me. Congratulations to Jeremy. You did it. You maxed on your group hardcore. Please come back to RuneScape. We miss you. Lamps adding up for construction already. Here is 54 construction. You know, I have killed quite a bit of white knights already. I'm not sure how many, but it's enough to get 99 strength. That is the second 99 on our account. I guess this was kind of inevitable, whether it's here or somewhere else. The craziness of these chunk accounts, just, you're gonna get crazy amounts of combat XP at some point. So I think from here on out, I'm gonna switch over to defense, and we'll see where that goes. Oh look, there's the fox whistle on my alt. Who doesn't even have the beaver? Come on, man. Wormspanker, my man. Lower levels are much faster. That is 91 defense. And this lamp gets us 55 construction. Starting to get up there. Using these hard-earned natures for some quick alks, here is 84 magic. That is just one Wizard Mind Bomb boost away from one Wizard Mind Bomb boost from being done. And after that alching session, we have surpassed 5 million GP. Oh, 56 construction. You're welcome, bees. I promise I do other ways of training than just alching, but here's 85 magic. That is just 2 levels away from being done with magic, casting our Teleother Camelot. Ooh, I can feel it. I can feel it. Hey guys, look who I stumbled upon. It's OneChunk Man. Woo! He's working on his 88 farming grind, so Godspeed to him. Make sure to check him out if you haven't heard of him. He's awesome. And the legend himself gives me the luck. Oh my god. Okay, so we just got the golden pheasant egg, which is one of the forestry uniques. One that I was really dreading this one, but we got it with in 26 events. When it's at 99, it's a rate of 1 out of 45. So I wouldn't say spooned, but at least we didn't go dry on this one. I was not wanting to go dry on that. So one more off the list. Now we just need the fox whistle. I think my beaver has an allergic reaction to eggs. He should cut that out of his diet. Just eat wood. Stick to wood, bud. 93 defense. Now this one I'm pretty sure we're not getting 99 in, but here is 97 hit points. That's almost as high as you can go from just this chunk, so that's kind of cool. These levels are so inconsistent. But here is 57 construction squeaked out of a beehive. And with this poacher event, we are officially dry. That is 45 since they made the change that I could get it, and I still don't have it. What's the deal? So it looks like we're gonna get a little tease at the end here, but well, it's a lot smaller than the other grinds we've done, so we'll just keep our head down, you know. I meant to do this when I got 85, but I used up all my death runes. So I got some more from a maze, and kapow! You're teleblocked, dude. Here's 94 defense while getting more runes. And with this final inventory, we are done. We have all of the runes that we need. If you take a look at these screenshots here, across mobile and RuneLite, I have quite a few White Knight kills. It has over 60,000, but I think at some point that got reset and it should be closer to 70,000. But regardless, a lot of White Knights. I'm glad it's done for now. If we head on over to the spreadsheet, enter in our runes, and get the new list, you'll see it says 100%. So we are done. Now we just have to use all of these body runes. Ugh. It'll be worth it. It's worth it. 58 construction. 66 hunter. So using these curses is a little bit of a pain. Not only can you not auto-cast it, you have to manual cast each one. I also cannot get to negative 65 magic attack, which would make it always splash. So I need to keep running around, finding new guys, or hopping, or waiting for them to regain their defense or something. It's a real pain. Training magic looks something like this. Kind of hurts me to watch, but I would not recommend you try it at home. There's probably a better method. But yeah, look at him running around with his little head like a chicken with his head cut off. And there's 86 magic. One more level. And there's Petal Garland number 2. I bet someone wants this more than I do. 87 magic. We can now enchant onyx jewelry and onyx tipped crossbow bolts, but that's not what we care about. We have reached our magic goal for the chunk, which is +3 boosting up to Tell the Other Camelot. Wow, so that's the best thing we can do with our soul runes, which is why we had to do this. So, in hindsight, it was probably a much better decision to forego essence implings and just cast Teleblock. But we, okay. We know that now, and so for anyone in the future that's doing exactly what I'm doing, don't do essence implings, okay? The answer is just White Knights, because 82 is a lot easier. Anyway, we need to send someone to the abyss. Oh, no. They are goodbyes. We did it! Goodbye, and you go goodbye. And if you're not an Ironman, you go goodbye. Oh. Well, that was a little... Well, yeah, okay. Huge shout out to Bond Plays, who told me on stream that there's this cool method where you can set up trees to be one chop with one account, and then you go through with your alt and your account and you just knock them down and you can get loads of events super duper fast. It's really cool and it's gonna help me a lot with this fox whistle. And 46 fishy and 91 fletching. There's not a whole lot of fletching grinds that scare me anymore. I think we're set. 64 thieving. Here's 59 construction. Never even seen my house. This is a little bit random, but 60 cooking. Looks quite a bit better than 59 did, so I am appeased. Oh, I got it! I got the fox whistle! Yes! Yes! Finally! That was like number 85 or something. Oh, that's the last thing. We can roll. We have all of the forestry items, which we probably didn't need under chunk rules, but like, we have them. We did it. Oh my goodness. And with that, Western Falador has been completed. It's been a 994-day journey that took over 8,750 play hours, but it is completed. As a quick recap, here are some notable things we accomplished in this chunk. We obtained Rocky, the beaver, and its transmogs, bought the first bank slot, smelted a mithril bar, changed our crest at 70 prayer, completed the chicken imp guard, white knight, and drunken man drop tables, chopped magic logs, burned magic logs, fletched a magic shield, and harvested triple magic roots for the Falador Elite Diary. And we cast Tell the Other Camelot at 87 magic. And a bunch of other smaller things I don't really want to bore you with. But now, without further ado...
This our chunk we leave today. Hallelujah. Even more this game to play. Hallelujah. What terrors will this roll bring? Hallelujah. Even so we joyous sing. Hallelujah.
A couple things I did want to note. It would be amiss of me not to... Remiss? Is to talk about the backlog tasks. It puts all the bank slots on here, but I just do one for every person that I can purchase a bank slot from. Like every bank. So just one here. I did backlog Tangleroot because of the time-gated nature of farming, my inept training, and the rarity of it. And there is also this make a part summer pie with the strawberry. And that recently started appearing on these chunk pickers. A long time ago, on one of the videos you can find it, I mentioned that is a possibility. And it would probably take me about 1,000 hours to go ahead and do that, so it's not an unreasonable grind. But I just kind of disagree that it is necessary. When I'm able to make the full summer pie, that's when that'll be a requirement for me. So, and the other one is this guard medium key, which I did get a clue from a guard, a medium clue, to get a key from a drunken man, but guards can also drop medium keys. More specifically, the Ardone, that's how I say it. It's probably wrong, but that's how I say it. The Ardone guards can only drop it, but it shows up on my list anyway, so I just put it on the backlog. So I hope that's all okay. And actually, maybe this is a little preemptive here, because there's actually one task left, if y'all see. I have saved this last one. I have put this one off because I can never get the same haircut that I have, and I want it to be the same. So I'm just gonna do my best. Okay, get a haircut. Select. Yeah, that was easy. Okay, I'll give Jagex their dues. That interface is much easier to work with than the last one. Alright, we will cross off the last one. We are 441 out of 441. We did it. Everything's done. Okay, so now there's not a whole lot to do except go over what we might be doing for the next significant amount of time in my life. In the west chunk here, let's just give a little zoom. There's the Dark Wizard's Tower. Okay, I guess first there is this agility shortcut, which is kind of the key to get to most of this. But I already have 26 agility that I've lamped. So this isn't a barrier for unlocking tasks. Everything on the other side is fair game. So that includes this mining quarry behind this 4, which is, that would be the rock golem pet. I'd probably have to get 90 for a shooting star. I think there's one in this chunk. And there's also the Dark Wizard's Tower, which would pretty much just be getting those drops, as far as I know. So that's mostly that one. This, if anyone asks, which I think people would ask, this is my preferred chunk. It's very straightforward. You don't have to worry about, like, is that a manageable grind? It's just kind of there. And as you'll see, it would be good to have some source of rocks, of ore, for potential future chunks. Then we'll move down to 3. This one, which most of you know Limport. If you haven't heard of him, you should check him out. Needs a shout out. Anyway, the main thing here, I guess we should go over the shortcut. This takes 26 agility, which is why I lamp 26 agility. Just kind of there, and don't have to think about if it's a chunk requirement or not. But the main thing here is inside here there is the air altar, and I can get air talismans from baby implings, so I can go in there. Also notably, I can get pure essence, kind of, from random overworld essence implings. And by my rule set, I would have to get the rune crafting pet off of that, which I would tend to think sounds a little bit supreme, you know? That would likely, I'd like to, I'm not sure if I'd give it the best shake I could. I mean, I'd use all my pure essence for sure, but that sounds somewhat unreasonable considering the rate is 1 out of like 1.7 million pure essence, and over my course of time here I have accumulated 4,000. So that's probably a backlog until I get a better source of pure essence, if I'm just being honest. The other thing that would be a requirement is 88 rune crafting for the elite diary to make some amount of air runes. And whether that one is feasible or not is also still up in the air. I mean, it would be less than the pet, you know. So that may be feasible. I'm not sure yet. So if we roll this one, I'm hoping we don't roll this, because then I'd likely just have to backlog things, but I'd like to do my due diligence and make sure that it is possible, or not possible, like unreasonable. So I would, take a while to try to catch as many essence implings as I can, see the rate at which I'm getting pure essence, kind of extrapolate how long that would take to get 88, and see if that is viable. But that's pretty much all this one is, for the most part. And then I guess we'll go up to 2. I'm not sure why it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, but it is what it is. We'll follow the numbers. Here we have an anvil and we have a quest. We can do the quest because we can get all of the, we actually already have all of the things, the ores that Doric requires. Get our first quest points. It's pretty cool. So then we can use the anvil, which is great if it weren't right next to this wheat field, in which we can get rune bars from, I don't know, what is it, magpies or ninjas? One of those. So because of this, I would need to get 98 smithing to +1 boost to make a rune plate body, and I would not be able to mine to do that. I don't know if that would be considered a meme or not. It's definitely an interesting one to consider. Probably a lot of eclectic implings and gold ore, and using my furnace down here. But that's kind of what will be there. Obviously, there's the usual pro grind that everybody has. Catch a lucky imp, get some other secondary things because of the loot you can get, like getting 95 fletching, 87 magic, some crafting up. Anyway, but the main thing there would be the smithing. Well, I'm hoping I don't get this one until I get either the west or the east chunk here. So that I can have a better source for my smithing training. Anything else up there to note? I think dwarves, I don't know if they spawn, but I'd have to get the drop table. There's a bear, so I'd have bear meat for whenever I'm looking at the Taverley dungeon for herb lore. That's cool. But that's mostly what's there. Oh, I guess I should also say, at that point, I would also say I need to get all of the impling drop tables, which I've gotten all of them up until Essence right now already. So, but I'd go through them all again just to make sure and prove it. And I get this question a lot. I would not go for every single lucky impling drop because that is crazy and impossible. The wiki breaks their drop table up into tiers of rewards, so like an easy clue tier, a medium clue tier, and it splits them out like that. So I just get like unique ones for each tier. This one is only accessible from Elite, so I've crossed off Elite, kind of something like that. So that's kind of how I'd handle that chunk. And then the east chunk here is a great one. The main thing, there's quite a few main things, I guess. There's the mining cape in here, so I'd have to get 99 mining because there are rocks down here. There's Motherlode Mine, I'd have to get all that outfit, all that, the unlocks, have to get the mining pet, all the mining guild stuff, and there's an anvil buried down there too, so I'd have to get the same 98 smithing +1 for the rune plate body. And there's a shooting star down here. There's amethyst, so I'd have to get crafting up. I'd also lamp my agility while I'm doing all that to get 50, so I can get the squirrel from the rooftop course and make that a requirement. And then the question about the bagged plants. Obviously, most people saw Limpwort. He had to get 99 construction when he unlocked this chunk because he had the bagged plants and the cape, and he also had a POH portal, which I'll tell you what, that makes it a lot more doable in my opinion, because at this point I'm undecided on whether it would be 99 construction or not. So because of the house portal. You see, my best source of law runes right now is killing white knights, and I have saved every single law rune except for the ones I've used for my chunk tasks, like for Tell the Other Camelot. I have saved every single law rune off of like almost 70,000 kills, and I have 1,900 law runes. That would supply enough for what, like 950, something like that, trips to and from my house by teleporting there and teleporting back. And that would not get me anywhere near 99. So as much as getting the money would be difficult from probably making rune and alching it, getting the law runes would be even harder and take even longer. So what I'd actually do is I would get even more money and buy like yew trees, bagged yew trees. So because the law runes would be the bottleneck. So I could handle it a couple ways. I could say I'll make that a requirement once I have the POH portal. Better source of law runes, maybe? Or I could say I'm just gonna do it anyway. But I think that's mostly what we have on the table. Oh, my heart. Okay, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but being a little dramatic right now. So, here we go. Okay, ready? I'll start from 5. Start from 5. Okay. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay, we are a Falador only Ironman. Okay. I guess that's par for the course, don't you think? So how do I like, no, I still have that. Take that off. Okay, okay, there, we have it. And how do you make these rollable? Left click? Okay. Alright, we have the East chunk. We have it. It is there. There is loads of stuff here. Loads of stuff to do. So there you have it, ladies and gents. We have the East chunk. So I just kind of went over the requirements a little bit in that clip, but I'll go over it more in detail next time. I did just want to announce that I decided that I am up for that construction challenge, and I will be taking that head on. And it adds quite a bit to the chunk, but we're here for it. So until next time, smell you later.